On October 28, 2023, we lost Matthew Perry to ketamine, who was best known for playing Chandler Bing. I figured out that I wanted to include 3 movies starring him for WarnerCember Presents after hearing his passing. I already included Friends for WarnerCember Presents, but I thought it would be much more interesting if I included his 3 movies to prove that he was more than Chandler and some guy going through alcohol throughout the years. And I'm gonna look at 17 again, 3 to Tango, and Almost Heroes. And we're kicking things off with 17 again. And on with the show, which will be in 3 of his review of WarnerCember Presents, dedicated to Matthew Perry.
100 years and countless more ahead. Join us in celebrating every story.
Welcome to the first out of the 3 films starring Matthew Perry for WarnerCember Presents, and we take a look at 17 again because it's this on December 17. So 17 again is this teen movie in which Matthew Perry, Mac O'Donnell, falls off the bridge of a water that grows down 17 into 17-year-old play as Zac Efron. And this happens to him because so he could have better time with his uh, parent children, Alex and Maggie, who are going through a lot of stuff in school. Alex is being considered as the loser, and Maggie is dating a bunch of punks. And he is becoming friends with Alex, but mostly best friends with Ned, who is being kind of into the principle of the film. And this was an interesting one. It's not one of my favorites, but it's interesting where a 17-year-old basketball player, almost before making the final shoot, decides to give up for the love of his life as his future, but then grows up as a 37-year-old coach, but doesn't feel comfortable by it, but then later, during a bridge, falls down the water and grows up down as a 17-year-old again, and he has to learn to how to become a father as a 17-year-old by helping Alex and Maggie. With Alex, they're coming quote-unquote best friends, and with Maggie, he's kind of a little creepy because as Zac Efron, he kind of feels a little creepy when he's with Stan, and when Maggie gets dumped by Stan, Maggie gets quite into Mike as a 17-year-old, which is a little weird. Probably more than Back to the Future. And the mother, Scar, uh, knew was suspicious about him as a 17-year-old, knowing that he looks like him as a 17-year-old, and then realizes at the end when he grows up back to Matthew Perry. But earlier, they're not good along because he tried to kiss her with as a 17-year-old kid, but she's a grown woman and was hated by not only her but Maggie and her friends too. So it's an interesting coming of age story where this man grows down into a teen and tries to get along well with his family. And kind of does at the end because they kind of redoes the opening but more heartwarming with Matthew Perry still wants Scar after Zac Efron leaves the movie and goes back to Matthew Perry. And Zac Efron does a good job as Mike Donald. He can be a little entertaining and good actor and character in this movie. Matthew Perry is not in the movie that much, but he makes, but he's important to the story since he plays an older Mike. And he's okay. And the other actors are doing a good job. Um, so 17 again is an interesting coming of age fantasy story about man grows up growing down back to a teenager to help his family. So, what did you think of it? Comment down below of 17 again, which is actually Matthew Perry's final credited film because he never done the movie before or after it, and was close to do it with Don't Look Up, but his heart stopped him from doing it. So yeah.